Home, Chapter 19. A Miraculous Ladybug Fanfiction written and narrated by Mira. Artwork provided by XAA on Tumblr. You can find a link to the artist's Tumblr in the description box below. If you haven't enjoyed the previous 18 chapters of this story, you can find a link to them in the description box below. Don't forget to leave a comment, like this video, and hit the bell once you've already subscribed. I mean, if you haven't subscribed by this point, cool. Ouch, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, Chapter 19. Adrien aggressed. Adrien picked at his food, glancing up on occasion to see his father flick a page of his newspaper over or harumph at whatever article he chose to read. Never mind his son, heartbroken, or the food in front of him. Clearly, reading the news was more important. Setting down his fork, Adrien made a motion to stand up and excuse himself.
"You've hardly touched your food, Adrien,"
Gabriel said, not missing a beat. Adrien raised his eyebrows. He hadn't even looked up. "Sorry, I'm just not feeling it today."
"Is your body unwell?"
"No, but..."
"You can't keep your mind healthy if you don't feed it, both in flex and in food."
"Yes, Father." When did he become a self-help magazine? As though he could sense the snarky thought, Gabriel set down his newspaper and interlaced his fingers, resting his forearms on the table.
"Is it your heart or your work?"
Adrien's eyebrows couldn't shoot any higher, so instead he blinked multiple times before stammering a response. It's both." It's not as though he could say, "Hey Dad, I'm Cat Noir, but Ladybug asked for my miraculous back, and so not only did I lose my job, that was the best stress relief in the world, but also I made a friend and I can't visit her without it coming off as a weird visit, and oh yeah, her asking for the ring back was the single most hurtful thing anyone has ever done, and it came from my beloved partner who I trusted more than anyone in the world, and also my annoying Kwame is gone and I can't do anything but miss him despite his antics." Yeah. Totally couldn't say that. Especially not with finger guns.
"Not used to having a girlfriend, I take it?"
Gabriel turned his attention to an avocado slice on his plate. Sure."
"Don't tell me you fell for her."
"No."
"Good. That would be a fool's mistake."
Wow. This was the most they'd spoken in weeks. "I'll be all right. I'll get a pick-me-up for a cheat day."
"Cheat meal,"
his father corrected. "More like a cheat snack."
"Good."
Gabriel narrowed his eyes at an article before rolling them to the next opinion piece.
"What do you have in mind?"
Huh? Adrien had stood up, ready to retreat to his room.
"The cheat snack."
He blanked. Hibiscus lemonade? Was the first thing that came to mind. His father set the paper down, holding his gaze for a moment.
"Hibiscus lemonade."
"Yeah, it's lemonade, but you..."
"I know what it is."
His father stood up abruptly.
"You're dismissed. Go to your room."
Adrien sighed, disgruntled but with no alternative. Making his way to his bedroom, he debated if he should spend the day learning characters or practicing piano. As fun as they could be, both seemed lackluster to a post-superhero. Well, the depression hadn't kicked in all the way yet. He was waiting for the next Akuma fight. That's when the pain would start. That's when you'd see Ladybug and Cat Noir, and both of them would be painful for different reasons. All he could do is hope she didn't flick the new guy's bell. Okay, Chinese characters it is. Practicing the stroke order for headphones, Adrien heard a knock at his door and looked up to see his father holding a drink carrier. Oh. He must have brought him something to drink. Cool. Wait. Adrien looked up a second time, straightening his posture. Father brought the drink? What's that?
Your mother's favorite.
Oh. Adrien didn't know how to process the news. What is?
The lemonade you wanted. You haven't ordered any, correct?
No, I was going to make some. His father scoffed, but maybe it was a laugh? Adrien couldn't tell.
You remind me a lot of your mother sometimes, you know that?
I do? He does? Wait, his mom liked lemonade?
Once I picked her a hibiscus flower from a cafe we walked by, and she lectured me on flower stealing, then used it to make me the lemonade. I ended up staining the countertop in her apartment.
Adrien leaned in, mouth slightly open as he watched his father adjust his stature. His dad? In a kitchen? Making lemonade?
We opted to only order it at cafes after that,
Gabriel continued. Was it that bad?
I also managed to get it on the dress I made her specifically for that date.
You made Mom a dress? This was news to him. He knew she used to model for him, but was still somehow surprised.
She's why I started designing, Adrien.
What? Now this was news. He'd known Mom was his muse, but this?
When she'd finally agreed to go on a stroll with me, Gabriel continued, we passed a store with a gorgeous white dress in the window. It had far too many zeros on it, if you know what I mean, but I was determined to get it for her, so I told one of my good friends I'd paint their apartment if they helped me make the dress.
Adrien couldn't believe it. He'd learned more about Mom and Father in the last 2 minutes than he had in the last 2 years. I didn't know that.
There's a lot you don't know about your mother and I.
Gabriel stepped into the bedroom and set the drink carrier on his desk, taking a plastic tumbler out for himself before sitting on the bed. So, this is Mom's favorite drink? He sighed, looking at the red-tinted lemonade.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Cool. Adrien took the remaining tumbler and took a sip. It was sweeter than the one he'd made with Marinette, but that was all right. This was probably from the cafe Mom and Dad used to go to together.
Don't forget to practice for the competition,
Gabriel said, standing up and eyeing the work on the desk. I'm studying for the HSK right now.
Good. I'd expect nothing less.
Gabriel left without so much as a goodbye, leaving Adrien with a touch of brain freeze from the drink and pondering if he'd dare get his hopes up for the relationship between himself and his father. Hey, Plag, he began, not thinking before he spoke to his empty room. Yeah. An empty room. There was no one he could talk to about the absurdity of what just happened, and that left Adrien feeling cold and estranged from his own sense of self. Oh, how he wished he could talk to Marinette right now. He glanced at his phone, debating what to do. You know what? Why not? Adrien grabbed it and opened his messenger app, sending her a Pusheen sticker to open the conversation. He could either wallow in the depths of despair or try to make a new connection with people in his life. He may have lost his miraculous, but he found a new beginning. This was the start of Adrien Crest trying to live his best life. Thank you so much for listening. Chapter 20 is on the way. In the meantime, you can check out other videos on this channel for more MariChat or more Miraculous Ladybug Fanfiction. Oh goodness, comment of the day. How about comment a new beginning? It's very straightforward. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!